Everybody, Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the Thomas and Mack Center just off the Vegas Strip for tonight's main event. 12 rounds of heavyweight action between these two great warriors. Merciless's ring walk, he just exudes confidence, carrying himself like a champion. He's on his way to the ring, and you can just tell what kind of night he intends this to be. He's just brimming with confidence.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Merser. His opponents in the blue corner, please welcome the Giant.
All right, fellas, you remember my instructions in the dressing room? Let's have a good clean fight. Good. Switch him up and cut out fighting.
This is a 12-rounder. Here's round number one. We expect a high work rate among these two fighters. Now, do you want to see that same work rate throughout the whole fight? Or is that your expectation?
I'd love to, because we'd be having a good time, and our fans, they're going to enjoy it.
Oh, very nice. Smart counterpunch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
Wow, great action right from the start. Hey, I don't know that they can keep up this pace, but if they do, what a night we got ahead of us.
Yeah, we're getting tired just watching this early part.
His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Oh, that's gotta hurt. He gets to him with an uppercut. Oh, man, he's in rough shape after absorbing that blow. Good-looking counterpunch. What happened to the get-to-know-ya? They're getting to know each other real quick here.
Unbelievable. I feel like I'm at a fancy restaurant, and we've already had 4 courses, and the chef came out and said, hey, don't be full yet. You got 8 more to go.
Halfway through round number one. Teddy, do you think the sport needs a national or international governing body?
Yeah, it's the only major sport, at least it used to be a major sport, that doesn't have that. And there's no unilateral control. And when there's no unilateral control across the board, well, you have too many spots that are weak for the sport, spots that do not serve the sport.
Another right hand comes in. Neither man slowing down as we have 60 seconds to go in this round. Well-placed counterpunch by Merciless. That right hand is becoming a crutch. He can just lean on it now. Nice block by the Giant. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Last 10 seconds of this first round. A little defense turns to offense by Merciless. Coming to the end of this round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, a round like that where it's a lot of busy activity and both guys being busy. When you were a trainer, are those the kind of rounds that you prefer, or do you like the pace to be a little slower? Does it depend on each guy?
No, if I have a fighter, I'd rather have a guy fighting a guy that you never see him. Leave me the heck alone. And where I'm in control all the time. But the fans love to see a fight like that.
And there's swelling around his eye. Good defensive skill with the blocks by the Giant. Really a lot of consistency from him with the right hand. Blocks away that headshot. Devastating blow by Merciless. A headshot blocked. Lands flush with the two-punch combo by Merciless. Halfway through round number 2. Good job protecting himself. Took a shot, now he gives a left.
Keep your head.
Great movement to get away from those punches. See him timing that double jab to the head. Well, he took one right there, but then he targeted one right back. And there he counters back against his opponent. He has taken a lot of punishment here.
Well, the special fighters find a way, even when it's desperate like this, to survive. He's got to find that way right now.
Very well done by both men to fire off those right hands. Well-placed counter punch by Merciless. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. End of the round here, and as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down, because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was, and you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
Able to dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut. Lands the counter. He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Well done that time, landing the counter punch. There he goes with the right hand again. How is he able to do this? How is he able to take these shots?
You know, one time Muhammad Ali talked about taking a chin. He had one of the great chins of all time. And what he basically talked about was that when you start to get hit those shots, you start to go down a hallway, and then you go into a gray room. You go from a light room to a gray room, and at the end of the hallway, you see a dark room. You don't want to go to that dark room. And you have a choice. You put your feet down, you start backing up. I'm not going to that dark room. This guy is not being taken to that dark room.
Able to cover up that gut. And there he counters back against his opponent. He has to be better defensively, Teddy. You can see the damage that his eye has taken. The swelling's getting really bad. How does he do that? How does he shore up that defense?
Well, first of all, he's got to start moving that head. He's standing too straight up. If he gets a little head movement, a lot of those punches that are landing, they'll start going over the shoulder.
His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. A crafty counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by the Giant. Blocks that punch. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Round comes to an end, and that's one of those rounds, Teddy, that just takes on a certain style, a certain characteristic, and that was a busy one.
Yeah, it was a busy one. Look, Joe, you don't have to look for these guys. They're right there in front of you.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think sometimes you just get those rounds where it all happens?
Because of styles. You know, styles make fights. In this case, you see proof of that right there. Both guys that are aggressive, both guys that are very confident.
Good way to protect the midsection. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Fine fundamentals, good counter punch. And now another left. Good job staying away from the danger there. He's committed to that left hand, and it's working out. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Well-placed counterpunch by the Giant. Undoubtedly, the most effective element of his entire arsenal tonight is his jab. He's so committed to fighting on the outside, and he's jabbing away beautifully.
Well, Customato used to tell me, Teddy, when you're in doubt, jab. Well, this fighter, when he's been in doubt, he's jab. When he's been sure of himself, he's jab. As you said, he's made a jab fest of this all night long.
Comes right back with some offense of his own. Good double jab by the Giant. 1 minute to go in a round that feels like an all-time classic. Punch for punch, they're meeting each other. A headshot blocked. The Giant's now fighting two opponents. The man opposite him and his eyes swelling.
Yeah, but you can't panic, Joe. This is boxing. You know, this is not the opera. These things happen, and champions win under these conditions. So right now, believe it or not, strategy. You got to stay calm, and you got to start thinking, okay, it's this eye that's swollen. I'm going to keep the fight on the side of the ring where I can see with my good eye. You got to really think that clearly in these kind of conditions.
And this round comes to an end. It is a round that was highly entertaining. These guys really put forth quite an effort.
Well, they both have high engines. They have motors that never stop going.
Nice combo by the Giant. Now, this is exactly what I love out of an offensive fighter, Teddy. A guy who's able to put together the multi-punch combinations and make it look like it's just a sweet science.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you can do when you have good fundamentals. Not just good physical ability. That's only part of the equation. But just good technical ability. And that's what he's doing. He's snapping his punches. They're nice and clean. They're crisp. They're short. They're together.
We just have not seen the big shots from this guy. He is not throwing the power punches, Teddy. What would you say to him?
Well, first of all, I would say to him, what do you think, that he's going to make a deal with you? If you don't hit him hard, he won't hit you hard? No, it doesn't work like that, my friend. He's going to get confidence now. He's going to take advantage of this.
Good job fighting from the outside. Good looking counter punch. It is unbelievable to sit back and just watch what these guys are willing to give and to take. Wow, what a fight so far.
Well, give and take, that's the key word. Sometimes you're forced to become great. And right now, each one of them are forcing the other to go to great places.
Punches in bunches, working well. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Good job by drawing in his opponent and then landing the counterpunch by Merciless. Oh, that's gotta hurt. The Giants hit by that counter. Very clever move there. Little defense turns to offense. The counter punch by Merciless. Took a shot. Now he gives a left. He got hit, but he sends it right back. They both decide to bring it. Both men accurate with their hooks against each other. End of the round here, a round that saw a lot of action, the kind of round that fans pay to be here to see.
Well, these are TV-friendly fighters, and we figured that coming in.
They are back to action here, but that action has only favored one man, completely one-sided. Hard to see the scorecards coming into play here with how dominating he's been. Takes one to give one. Uppercut in return. I like the way that jab is doubled up by Merciless. Good looking counterpunch. Well, if ever you wanted to explain to somebody the benefits of distance while fighting, this is a perfect example by what we're seeing out of him on the outside.
Well, you know, so many times I see tall guys, and what the heck's the sense of being tall if you don't know how to fight tall? He knows how.
Merciless's training regimen probably didn't include much work defensively because he has been a... Wow! He is not in good... Every punch landed in that combination, and he goes down hard. Up after that punch put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
Good block there by Merciless. Solid right hands headline that exchange. Good looking counterpunch. He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Boy, just staying on the outside away from danger and scoring well. The Giants' opponent has to find a way to close that gap. He can't just let him control this fight from the outside.
And the way he's got to do it is, first of all, get to the starting gate. He's not getting to the starting gate. You know, his opponent stepping away from him, step up into the right position a little bit, bring your feet forward, and then use that jab to come in. And make sure you take steps. Don't lunge. Walk your way in behind that jab.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. able to dismiss it. And a smart counterpunch by Merciless. End of that round, and the knockdown was scored. Now, Teddy, the fighter who was floored, how do you treat him? Do you go soft on him when he comes back, or do you get right in his face? What's the way to approach him?
You have to know your fighter. You have to know the temperament of your fighter. Some guys, you know, they just kind of crawl up into a ball, and they don't come out of it if you get too strong with them. Other guys, they react well to that. So you got to know what he reacts to, first of all. And the most important thing, you have to get information. Why did he get dropped? You had your right hand down, you got hit the hook. Get your right hand up. You'll be okay.
Blocks it away. What a fight. What a great, great, non-stop action fight this has been. See, he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. So he went down earlier, and yet he's still fighting with the same kind of style, the same kind of disposition he was fighting with before the knockdown. If I'm the opponent, maybe that's a sign to me that, hey, maybe I didn't hurt the guy that much.
Or maybe it's a sign that this son of a gun is just very predictable. He can't change. And maybe I'm going to have a party tonight because I'm going to keep catching him with the same thing until he takes it away from me.
That's a good point. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Got that quick trigger, that little double jab there. Boom, boom. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Good counter punch. End of the round here. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. It's turning out to be a very good fight because it's very competitive. It's one of those fights that's really hard to score.
Yeah, it is hard to score. It's going to be up to the judges now. Hopefully, they've been watching the way they need to watch, and they're competent enough to make sure that it's not just a matter of who's throwing, but, you know, who's really landing.
Fine fundamentals, good counter punch.
Nice mousetrap there, he let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese, he used distance.
You can see what he's trying to do there. He wants to create space. A little push, a little shove. Why not? Get away from me. He throws a big wide punch and leaves himself wide open.
Well, it's like leaving your window open in your house in the middle of winter. You know, a lot of cold air is going to come in. Guess what? Some hooks are coming in soon.
comes right back with a shot of his own. Good defense, just covering up down low. Targeted counter punch by Merciless. Just well-timed, well-placed punches time and time again right now. Very accurate.
Yeah, very accurate, Joe. He's really placing his punches. He's thinking it out. He's seeing the picture, and he knows exactly where he wants to put them.
And he returns on that exchange. A stinging counterpunch after some fine defense by Merciless. Parries that punch away. Well-placed shot after landing there again. Well, this round comes to an end. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. This is one of those fights, Ted. It just feels like to me where it's going to be tough to really score. I mean, it's been a close fight.
Yeah, it's a hard fight to score because you have one guy maybe a little busier, but the other guy makes up for it because he's a little heavier with those blows. So it's a matter of maybe the taste of the judges, what they prefer.
He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Good way to protect the midsection. A headshot blocked. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. A crafty counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by Merciless. Punches and bunches, combination up top. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Well-placed counter punch by the Giant. Great movement to get away from those punches. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. Blocks away that headshot. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own.
That was good. Keep that up. Let's work on that swell.
And now they start round number 10. Nice block by Merciless. A headshot blocked. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Comes right back with some offense of his own. Nice block by the Giant. Parries that punch intended for the head. And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Nice block by Merciless. Lands the counter. What a great round. 2 minutes in, 60 seconds to go. Two snapping jabs by Merciless. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
Joe, you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
What a good war this has been. What a good, solid fight it's been. The kind of fight that tells me somebody wants to get rid of the other guy.
It almost looks like they made a deal where neither one could win by decision, where if they didn't win by knockout, it doesn't count.
Able to get away from that headshot with the block. He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Good combination landing there. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Nice block by Merciless. He scored well after being hit himself. Parries that punch away. Good block by Merciless. It's been 2 minutes of non-stop action. Now the final minute has arrived. Scores with the combo to the head. Good block by the Giant. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. Good strong combo. End of this round. Joe and Teddy sitting ringside with you. It gives us time to reflect on the bigger picture of boxing. You know, it was interesting. We had a fan walk up to you earlier today and say, hey, I know you learned everything from the legendary Cus D'Amato, the great trainer. And he said to you, what's the one thing you took away from all your years with Cus? What did you say to him?
Well, it wasn't a paycheck, I'll tell you that much, because Cus didn't believe in paying you for that. He said you're going to college, you're getting a valuable education, and you're not even being forced to pay a tuition. So I understood that. We worked 7 days a week, so there was no union. Cus believed in working on Sundays, so you couldn't go complain and say I'm being overworked. But I think seriously that the most important thing that I learned, of course, that from a technical standpoint, you have to be really secure in those areas. No matter how much talent a fighter has, you have to teach them right, teach them the fundamentals, but mentally. You have to understand that a fighter's really always under fear. And you have to understand those dimensions, those parameters. And you have to be able to find a way to get in there, understanding how he feels mentally, and understanding how that can impair his judgment, stop him from doing simple physical things.
Why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, with special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. Targeting each other, the exchange was something special. Protecting his head well with his guard. "60 seconds to go in what has been a toe-to-toe war. Oh, what a great round. Good block there by Merciless. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. You can see there's blood on his cheek. Trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Well, that wraps it up. Now, let's send it up to our ring announcer for the decision.
Your winner, the Giant.
He's your winner. He gets the nod by way of split decision.
Hey, Joe, it was a good fight. You know, I'm not complaining about that, but I'm complaining about how they came to a split decision. If I'm the commissioner, I'm calling these judges in and say, hey, you watch the fight with me and explain to me how you came up with this.
Well, we've said that many times before, Teddy. Good, enjoyable, entertaining fight it was. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore saying thanks for being with us.